Hello everyone, this is Poorly Drawn Randomness, and today we are going to be talking about, oh my god, what the frick is that? This, my friend, is the future. So I'm assuming the majority of those who are watching this are from the Western world, assuming that I believe that most of you don't enjoy the present of these little insects because of the stigma that all insects are vermin and absolutely disgusting. But in the East, it is a different story. In many Eastern cultures, insects are cherished as well as used across many countries such as Vietnam, China, Korea, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and more. Going back in time a few million years ago, the first evidence of our ancestors using insects in their life appeared in South Africa. And just like our great ape ancestors, I am here to show you the benefits of insects in our diet, including that of climate, space, and nutrition. The first reason as to consider changing to an insect diet is the earth. Do you love the place you live on? You do? Then you must also love insects. The animals that you consume in your day-to-day life use significant amounts of water to create a few pounds of meat. Specifically, it takes on average 1,847 gallons of water just for 1 pound of meat. Compare that to insects who only use 1 gallon of water for the same amount of meat. When it comes to climate change, typical farm animals release significant amounts of greenhouse gases, including one of the most destructive ones, methane. Each cow expels 220 pounds of methane gas into the atmosphere each year. Crazy, right? On the other hand, insects only emit 1% of that what farm animals emit. The last Earth-related reason is the usage of our precious land. In an ever-growing world, we need to use all of our land as efficiently as possible, but these damn animals are taking up 36% of our free land and use 33% of our food. It only takes 1.2 kilograms of feed to sustain 1 kilogram of insects. They also don't need as much room because, they're smaller and stuff. If nothing happens, then eventually we're going to need to set our sights on the stars and maybe pull a Star Wars in the meantime. The second reason as to why the insect diet is for you is protein. Protein! Protein! Jesus Christ. But anyways, land animals only have up to 20.6 grams of protein per 100 grams of meat. Insects have up to 35.2 grams of... No, don't you dare. Scram! 32.5 grams of protein. I'm sorry. When it comes to iron, land animals only have 1.2 milligrams of iron per 100 grams of meat. These critters have 12 times more iron in them than land animals. Land animals are also lacking in the calcium department, where they only have 30 milligrams of calcium, whereas insects have up to 47.8 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. The third and final reason as to why insects are the way of the future is that we know they won't run out. You see these little bastards when you try to kill them, and they take an entire can of goddamn Raid, and they're just like, what a nice rain shower we're having today, don't you say? They also breed like crazy, so we don't really have to worry about them running out. Yes, there's enough for you, little Jimmy. Insects are on every single continent except Antarctica and inhabit basically all weather climates, so even with changing weather, insects are still going to be with us. Livestock are just like parents when you turn up the thermostat. They freak out, but in this case, their freaking out is just their refusal to have children. It's probably because livestock are a bunch of sensitive little snowflakes that are just like, oh no, I feel the temperature got 2 degrees hotter, get over it! But insects are just like, hey man, just as long as you keep giving us food, we'll pop out as many babies as you want. Popular chefs are already including insects into dishes such as tacos. I've been a skeptic myself until I found out that they are not gushy and gooey, but crispy and airy, kind of like a chicharron. But think about it, like, who the hell even decided that it was okay to eat an animal that literally eats shit as seen in the JoJo reference? The point is, be ready for insects to be more and more relevant in Western diet because the world may solely depend on it. This is Poorly Drawn Randomness, and I hope this video was to your liking and you found it informative. I'll catch you in the next one.